in today's video, yes, today we are finally going to be reviewing Orient. I finally caught up with Orient, and let me tell you, I actually don't think this anime is that bad. In fact, I actually see great potential in it. Let's go ahead and talk about Orient. Hello guys and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.
Okay, so what is this show about? This show is about, and again, I have to say this, it is very, very Shonen Jump-esque. It is very, very basic. It is very, very simplistic. With that said, realize this is just the beginning of the series, and this type of beginning reminds me so much of how very popular and very common and very great anime started off as. And for example, Naruto started very similar. We of course have Black Clover. There's tons of anime out there that I honestly feel like this anime is copying, and part of it's, yeah, when you watch it, when you've seen hundreds of anime like I have, or quite a few anime like my buddy Sour has, you can kind of say, okay, yeah, I've seen this type of stuff before. This is a very simplistic beginning. Let's see where it goes. But I have to admit this. The story has some really good potential, and I would love to see it fleshed out. I would love it to be as popular as Black Clover, or even more popular than Black Clover. I don't know why Black Clover, honestly, isn't as popular as, like, My Hero Academia, for example, because I think Black Clover is better than a lot of anime out there. I don't know why it's not as popular as, like, Naruto or some reason. Like, My Hero Academia is really high on the charts, and I don't know why Black Clover really isn't, because Black Clover, to me, is actually really amazing. With that said, this is not about Black Clover, this is about Orient, so let's get into this. So, it's about this character named Mushashi. It's about this character named Mushashi, and he has this friend called Kojiro, and Kojiro is a bushi, and he comes from, you know, a long line of quote-unquote heroes, the bushi. But our bushi heroes, well, the thing is, the bushi fight the oni, and in their small town at least, they only praise the Oni, so everyone hates Kojiro because he is related to a bushi, which the bushi are heroes who fight the Oni. And the Oni are, of course, these demons that are evil. And then you got Mushashi. Mushashi befriends Kojiro and wants to become a bushi himself. Now, he's not related to the bushi really in any way, as far as we know so far in the anime, but you know, Kojiro, I kind of get some Sasuke vibes from him. I kind of get some Uno vibes from him, being from a stronger, higher class of family, only being put down because of their circumstances in their own world. I really do like Kojiro so far, and granted, yeah, he's not as cool as I would say Uno is in Black Clover, but I do kind of get those vibes from him. And then Sasuke, no one can beat that. No one can beat that guy. God, I can't stand Sasuke. I can't stand Sasuke. I'm so glad that Kojiro is nothing like Sasuke. But then we have Mushashi, who befriends Kojiro from little kids. They grew up together. Now, Mushashi has this pickaxe because, of course, he's been digging in the mines and everything. But he's been training. He's been using that pickaxe to train for the longest time. And pretty soon, one day, when him and Kojiro have the chance to go and fight an Oni, Kojiro was like, you know what? No, you don't gotta do that. I hate the fact that I'm on my bushi. Just go, Mushashi. Live out the rest of your days. You know, Kojiro, he's about to give it all. He's about to give up on his own dreams because, well, he's always been told from a very young age how evil he is because he is a bushi. But that's when Mushashi can't accept that. Mushashi goes and picks a fight with an Oni coming with Kojiro to save him. Of course, when Kojiro is indeed about to lose his life as well, that's when our boy Mushashi is able to actually find his inner strength and win the day. Now they have to go on the run from the Oni, never to return quote-unquote home ever again. They actually find a lot of other bushi bands, and eventually they meet this girl named Sugurami. And Sugurami is an interesting character. I really liked her in the anime as well. Now, you know, she grew up with the bushi band and everything, but unfortunately her quote-unquote lord, her master, her teacher, he's kind of a big jerk. He's kind of a big jerk, and while she is scared of him, while everybody is scared of him, she can't stand up to him. She's frightened of him. She does whatever she can and do to protect him as well. But he's a big jerk. The fact is, the guy is in it for himself, and that is it. The guy demands that all these people who are not even trained, his own people that he was supposed to protect and raise, they can't even fight, and yet he demands that they fight Oni. And because of that, that's when Mushashi fights back. He stands up for himself, ending up in jail, and that's when Sugurami notices how much Mushashi cares, how much Mushashi wants to do the right thing, that she herself stands up against him. And pretty soon after a big battle, they win the day, they go off, and they join a bushi band, and the dream is to have the strongest bushi band ever. So I'm pretty sure as the series goes on, we are going to meet more characters, we are going to build up the bushi band. Now when it comes to Mushashi, you know, the bushi have these great and powerful swords. Kojiro has his father's, but eventually they get to the test where they can actually find their own pretty much magical swords. And Mushashi, for some reason, cannot, and I mean cannot, activate any of these swords. For some reason, he has the black soul that won't accept other swords. And it turns out we eventually find out why. I'm not going to spoil everything, but like Black Clover, like Naruto, he has a very strong inner power that actually allows him to control other swords, which is really, really cool. And now after that adventure, he is allowed to control one of the Mushashi swords, which is great. And that's how they end the season. I really like Mushashi. I really like the swords. It kind of reflects what they do within Naruto, within the jutsu, and it also really reflects what they do in Black Clover with the grimoires. That's what the swords remind me of, and I really liked the overall show. I really liked the adventure that they're going on, and I really want to see more of it. Now, again, so far, I have to say this, it's pretty basic, it's pretty simple, it's Shonen Jump. You kinda heard all of it before in other series. It's like the creator of the show, the creator of the story was inspired. I'm not gonna say he straight up ripped off, no. I think he was just inspired by common Shonen Jump anime and decided to take a couple things here and there and add it to his own story. With that said, I think it is actually pretty much unique. It's very unique against those other shows. Now, again, does that mean it will stand out over the rest of them? Right now, it doesn't, but I am not a manga reader, and I'm very curious on how the manga is doing. I mean, the manga was so popular that it got an anime at least, so who knows? Maybe it just needs a second season, maybe it just needs a second arc, maybe I just need to go read the manga, and pretty soon I'll find that this Orient is as great as I think it will be. I really do think that there is some great potential in this story. I really like the characters. I really like what they're going for so far with the Bushi versus the Oni. I really like it so far, and I'm willing to give it a chance. I cannot wait for season 2, and I might even go and start reading the manga when I get a chance. With that said, guys, let me know down in the comments below. What are your first impressions? What did you think about this anime known as Orient? And with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.